Hello everybody, today I'll be talking about cup stacking, specifically the 363 stack, and how I got it done and the different methods that I use to complete each attempt that I made. I'll say for me, the first time when I first started stacking, it was really tough because like most of the time the cups just kept slipping off. I couldn't really get a good grip of it. You know, I was just moving too quick, or the timer got me flustered. So one thing I would emphasize to myself a lot was to be smooth for sure. I feel like the number one thing when it comes to this cup stacking stuff is to be smooth. Because not until I became smooth, I kind of started getting a hang of it, you know, and overall getting better at it. Probably the next thing that I would say I would advise is really stacking the cups close together. Every time I started off with the 3 at the bottom, I feel like a big thing for me was to make sure the base was tight and it was, you know, it was wide, or it was together, which allowed me to bring down each cup easier, you know, make the process a lot easier for me. A lot of things I realized about myself is that my fine motor skills are not the best, and I had to really, you know, practice at it and work on it. Honestly, I didn't even really get down packed the 363 stacking because, you know, circumstances because of track and field and whatnot. But overall, the idea of it, you know, you have to be smooth for sure. Another really important strategy that I used was spatial practice. Was that, you know, I would practice for like 10, come back, practice for another 10, you know, and through that my cup stacking got a lot better, because, you know, the muscle memory began to build and really get ingrained into my motor learning, in my fine motor skills, and it allowed the cup stacking to become a lot easier as time went on. But overall, I would say being smooth and you know, kind of just really focusing on having a tight base on the first 6 cups really helped. Another thing that really helped for me as well was, you know, really getting the first 6 down before I start really worrying about the 3, because the 3 cups on the side are very simple. You know, the first 6 are really, you know, the biggest issues, or what brought the biggest issues for me, and it kind of you know, I would say hindered my 363 cup stacking abilities, you know, to do a great job. But, you know, another factor was that I'm at a track meet right now. I'm at Big West finals, and, you know, it's just super windy, and I've been at conference finals all week, and it's just been a long week. But, you know, overall, really focusing on the first 6 cups really helps with the overall process of being able to cup stack smoothly. But this was a great assignment. I appreciate the class, and you know, yeah, thank you, Professor.